Hello, welcome to my channel, Soulfully Gifted Part 1. If you find that this reading resonates with you, please hit the like button, comment down below, subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell so you never miss out any of my uploads. Also, if this reading resonates with you, check out my other readings, they may resonate with you as well. If you're new, thank you so much for joining, I really appreciate it. If you're a return subscriber, gang, welcome back, loves. You already know what it is. Already saved some of the cards and shuffled over the decks. If you're inquiring about personal readings, everything is listed down below in the description box. Without further ado, furthermore, we're gonna hop right into it, babes. And yeah, will you be rich? Will you be famous? Or will you be wealthy? We're gonna get into it. We're gonna see you know what's gonna come out. These messages are not gonna resonate with everyone, of course, but you know, take what resonates and leave what doesn't. And yeah, okay, off that we got neat. I'm gonna let you know the cards that came out. So we got neat, and we also got letting go is holding you back. So let's get into it. So regardless of whether you're going to be wealthy, whether you're going to be rich or famous, whatever it be, we gonna get into that. But regardless of what it is, you're going to let go, or you're going to have let go of a lot of people by the time you get to this point in your life. For some of you guys, going through the process of getting to this point, wherever you're going, wherever you're headed, is going to cause you to have to let go of a certain mindset, certain ways of thinking. I'm getting with this letting go and what's holding you back. That means letting go any things that's stopping you, whether it's yourself due to procrastination or fear. So it's gonna be a lot of belief, a lot of things that you're going to be letting go through the process of life to get into this that you're working hard to or working towards for some of y'all. Also, I'm getting with this letting go of what's holding you back. For some of you guys, again, it could be people, certain situations that you're keeping yourself tied to. You know, keeping yourself tied to certain situations, you know, can you know, hold you back, you know, certain stuff like that. So this is what's going to be consist of order for you to get to where you want to get to. It's a way of thinking. It's a old belief that you feel like you can't achieve certain things or overcome certain things. So this is what I've seen. We also got neat. So another thing about neat being out is you being neat, you being really detail oriented, you keeping yourself, I get so many messages for neat. So take a resonate, leave it doesn't. With the letting go is holding you back in the neat card. That also lets me know is remember what you have to lose. It's power one. So it's this energy of, you know, through this process of you on your way to becoming famous, rich or wealthy, ancestors, divine God, Holy Spirit is going to be instilling in you to really, because I'm getting like PR teams. So some of you guys, you know, whatever I'm getting so many messages, take a resonate, leave it doesn't. But for some of y'all, this is what's going to consist of, we need to get into the tarot. So this is what's going to consist for you to become famous, wealthy, or rich, or this is the steps that you're going to have to take in order to go in that route, you know, or this is what's going to be happening during the process of you getting to that point in your life. So this is what's going on with the neat card. It talks about being very detail oriented, the way you put things out to the world. How do you want the world to see you? How do you want the world, how are you going to present yourself to the world? You know, what are you putting out there? So be mindful. I'm also getting as well of you know, you not doing certain things because you remember that you have certain things to lose. With the letting go card and neat, that means you being neat, you being organized, you not letting yourself step out of line or letting yourself do certain stuff that's going to hinder your growth. With the letting go, you need to let go of certain stuff like reactions to certain things, because again, some of you guys, whatever that comes with as well, if you're going to have a certain level of a stillness into you. That's what I'm getting. I'm also getting that, you know, you may have to learn how to save more and certain things like that. So this is what this is going to consist of. So I don't want to take too much time on these cards, but let's get into it. So you've wanted to come out. So some of you guys, your looks or you being creative or you being childlike is really going to play into the energy of you getting to where you are. Some of you guys, I was getting like a comedian host or like a personality host, somebody that just has a personality that people love. You know, you had a charisma, you're able to fill up a room. You really make people feel alive. You know, you make the room feel not empty. You know how people could be around a bunch of people but they still feel alone? You could really get the room vibing high. You really make everybody feel heard, feel seen. You know, your energy is just, it spreads across to everyone. So some of y'all, I'm getting just your personality is going to take y'all far. You displaying your personality on social media or putting yourself out there more, displaying your personality for some of y'all. And for some of y'all, I was also getting Yeah, for some of y'all, we'll get into this another card. See, I don't want to pay too much attention on it because it's really we got to talk about it because it's hair pile one, you know. But anyways, another thing I'm getting for as far as you become, sorry I keep getting brain fart. Okay, we're gonna get into this card. Fuck it, we got self-sabotage here. So for some of y'all, again, with this letting go, I don't want to spend too much time on this, but this letting go and with this what's holding you back, again, I'm just getting this energy for some of you where you could be self-sabotage yourself in the past and you're needed to let go of certain habits. Some of y'all, the need card could be even being a perfectionist for some of y'all, thinking that something has to be perfect before you put it out there. And if it's not good enough to your liking, you'll self-sabotage, toss it in the garbage, or you'll walk away from it because you don't feel like it's the best, or you don't have all the tools that you need to present it to the world. When you present it to the world the way it is, it's just fine. So that's another thing I'm getting. So you being such a perfectionist, it's okay to be neat and organized, but you being so much of a perfectionist, the flaws is what makes the creativity creative, you know. So this is what I'm getting, pile 2. So let's get to these messages though. Will my pile, I said pile 2, so some of y'all, pile 1, I said pile 2, and I didn't even do pile 2 yet. So pile 1, you may need to watch pile 2, that's for sure. So we're gonna get into it. We got the moon card. So this is hidden. So basically your destiny is meant to be hidden for some of y'all with the moon card, or for some of you guys, this won't be revealed to you until later on throughout your life, or as you get closer to certain things. Ooh, for some of you guys, okay, let's get into it. Okay, with the moon card. Okay, for some of y'all, I'm getting this energy where it's not what you know, it's who you know. So for some of you guys, you could end up becoming rich or famous or wealthy by who you know, not what you know. So some of you guys, you putting yourself out there, or you networking with certain things. This is the moon card for some of you guys. You can even get put on for somebody. For some of you, somebody may put y'all on, whether it's information, and then you do your research, and that research opened up a whole door to something. For some of y'all, whether it's just you hearing about something, or you seeing something. For some of y'all with the moon card, for some of you guys, it's going to be something unexpected, some type of information that you get in your life, regardless of where you at right now in your life. There's going to be some type of information that's going to come to you, that's going to open up a door, that's going to reveal like some type of Pandora box. Now, it's not going to think a Pandora box as first, because you got to go through the certain steps for some of y'all, but when you open it, it's damn near like a Pandora's box with the moon card being here. So for some of y'all, this is what I'm getting. For some of you guys, you being wealthy, rich, or famous, for some of you guys, is with the moon card, is hidden. You know, this is going to be revealed to you over time. For some of y'all, I'm also seeing her look at this glass, so it's almost gonna be some of you guys, you could just be sitting here waiting, or you've been dreaming. I'm hearing Roddy Rich, balling. Roddy Rich balling. I think also with DJ Mustard. So yeah, that's Roddy Rich feat DJ Mustard balling. I'm getting that for some of y'all. So y'all may need to go listen to that song. That's what it's coming through. Some of you guys, you been waiting for this moment, or y'all been waiting for certain stuff like this for some of you guys. And with the moon card being here, her looking at it, and y'all been being very patient. She also wearing the infinity sign. So whatever hard work you've been putting out is being seen. I don't think it has been unnoticed. With all this all this hard work you putting out will come back to you tenfold. It's coming right around, and it's crazy because it is so crazy, y'all, because I took a picture of that. I was frying me some eggs today, and it actually made a yin yang sign. I may post it, so let me know if you want to see it. It's hilarious because it's like, I just dropped the eggs, and then I went to go flip it, and I was like, oh, it's like a little yin yang sign. So I don't know, but anyways, yes, that's hilarious. But with the moon card being here today, this is what I'm getting for y'all, Power One. With the moon card, I keep getting though, it's not what you know, it's who you know. So again, for some of y'all, you may end up seeing a flyer, you may end up seeing something, a gig or opportunity. But some of y'all may come through, it may literally come from another person. You know, some of y'all may be put in a certain position that may open up doors for y'all. So whatever it is for some of y'all, the way that you're going to become famous, rich, or wealthy is going to come to you in an unknown way. Like, and again, for some of you, don't expect it just to happen like, oh, I'm about to be just rich or famous. For some of y'all, you taking certain steps to go get you closer and closer and closer and closer to becoming rich, famous, or wealthy. With the moon card, for some of you guys, I'm reading this in multiple ways. So for some of you guys, if you're famous, like for instance, for some of y'all, if you were to become famous, Like the moon card for some of you guys, it will be more so like you. I'm gonna break the card down for the ones that resonate, because I'm reading it for everybody, and everybody's gonna be famous, but some people are gonna be wealthy and some people are gonna be rich, you know. So I'm gonna read this, how the energy is out here with the moon card. For some of y'all, if you were to be famous, you would come off as somebody very mysterious. So for some of y'all, the moon card, if you are, this is for some of you guys with the, if you're, I was asked to go spend like 10 minutes on this reading, but I'm actually gonna go a little longer. So take it resonate with doesn't. For the famous part, as far as being famous, for the ones that do want to be famous with the moon card, I'm getting like Lori Harvey vibes. For some of you guys, you may need to play on your mysteriousness, not showing too much, not putting too much out there, not responding to backlash, because for some of you guys, I'm also going to be mindful what you post or what you say, because it can come up years later when you are famous and people are looking at your old tweets for some of y'all. So take it resonate, leave it doesn't. For some of y'all, also getting this energy where, yeah, like you, in order for you to be famous, for some of y'all, you have to be like mysterious. It's almost like you want to be, some of y'all, you have to be calculated. The moon card talks about being calculated, being mysterious, not showing your hand, you know, keeping your secrets, keeping things unfolded. Some of y'all, I'm also getting, not letting your business all be out there in the street about who you was beefing with, who you was talking to, or stuff like that, whether you're a masculine or woman. Really keeping yourself appearing in a certain light is what's going to, you know, bring this attraction. I'm also getting is y'all's going to be the kind of person that breaks out in the industry. For some of y'all, you're going to break out. For people that's wanting to be famous, you're going to like break out in the industry. You're just going to pop up. I'm getting like Giveon, where everybody else could have known somebody. Like, for instance, like, you know how, or like Sunder. For some of y'all, remember when Sunder came out? I know him as Sunder when he first came out, and now people know him as Brent Fayez. But when he was first out, I know him as Sunder, and he was like underground, and people knew him. But then when he came out big, it was almost like he was new to a lot of people, but to a lot of people, he was also old. Like, a lot of people be like, oh, I've been listening to him, that been my dog, you know, stuff like that. So for some of y'all, that may be energy. For some of y'all, or for some of y'all, the moon card, if you are doing something that has not been having a lot of traction, it's going to pick up attraction out of nowhere. So some of y'all, you could be even going viral. For some of y'all, the moon card being here, you can even like go viral, like unexpectedly go viral, not knowing that this is going to come. So again, for some of y'all, it's not who you know, it's what you know. For some of y'all, it can just be as far as opportunity showing up for y'all. Some of y'all, you could be doing something in perfect time. Like for some of y'all, when people started dropping their business during COVID, and everybody's business started skyrocketing. Some of y'all, you can even do something like that during like a certain time or a certain period. And that's just using an example, but like some of y'all may do something naturally at the perfect time. I'm hearing like in the right place at the right time, or doing something at the right time. For some of y'all, take a resonates, and this can lead you to being famous. So this is for the ones that wants to be famous. This is how you become famous. This is certain things that I'm seeing. So I don't want to spend too much time on the moon, but we also got the Two of Pentacles. Yeah, so you will need to keep yourself balanced. For some of you, also, let's talk about investing. So you will have to save money order for you to spend. So I'm getting save money to spend money towards the things that you know is going to push you in that direction. Also being not procrastinating. For some of y'all, the moon card. Yeah, for some of y'all, the Two of Pentacles. For some of y'all, I'm even getting like popping out, buying something, and then going hide it. So for some of y'all, I'm getting like the energy where you would have to be like pop out, do your thing, and then like, yeah, I'm getting like a vibe, but somebody like, I don't know, for the people that want to be famous, I'm getting this vibe where it's almost like you stepping out, being seen or whatever, buying something or out being seen, doing something or going somewhere, you know, popping out unexpected. People ain't seen you for a minute, or certain things like that. So basically, y'all would just have to play on your mysteriousness. We also got youth that came out before I even got into your reading. So you, the way that you look, it's a really big plays a really big part in what y'all do. Also, for some of y'all, with the Two of Pentacles, for some of you guys, I'm also hearing that you are going to lose when it comes to certain stuff. For some of you guys that's invested in certain things or whatever, I'm hearing that you will lose profit, or you will lose certain stuff, or certain stuff will happen unexpectedly on the way. For some of y'all, okay, we got the Ten of Cups being here next to the Two of Pentacles, and we got the Hierophant in reverse. Okay, so the ones that's being famous as well with the Moon card and the Two of Pentacles, for some of y'all, and the Ten of Cups And the Hierophant, that can also talk about y'all dating certain people or like a PR team, because it's crazy that guy picking up a PR team. So for some of y'all, I'm also getting for the ones that want to be famous. For some of y'all, the Moon card, that also, like, if you are somebody that's not well known or not too well known, for some of y'all, you could also okay, so let's get into a power one. Okay, so for some of y'all, that's again, some of you are gonna pop out unexpectedly. People are not going to know who you are, and then you're gonna have underground people that knew you, but then you're gonna be new to everybody else. For some of y'all, this is coming up. We got the Moon card and the Two of Pentacles. We got the 10 Cups and the Hierophant. The Hierophant reverse can talk about things not being non-traditional. It can also talk about somebody going against tradition. With the 10 of Cups, that could talk about family. It could talk about you know, your actual family. It could talk about a marriage. You know, basically just talk about family life. You know, Two of Pentacles, you know, talks about flexibility, financial, you know, adaptability, you know, balance. It talks about a lot with the Moon card being hidden. For some of y'all, when I get it, for some of y'all, is another way that some of you guys are going to come financially stable is some of you guys could even be like a couple's goal for some of y'all. With the Hierophant card, and it's like a non-traditional couple's goal. Like for some of you guys, instead of like being married to somebody, some of y'all you may, or some of y'all, I'm not saying that you won't be married to them for some of y'all, but the 10 of Cups being here in the Hierophant card, that lets me know like a non-traditional marriage. You know, that can also be like a non-traditional. To me, them two cards being next to each other, that gives me more so like a couple that do marry things but they're not married. It's, you know, or people that do marry things but not married. But two of Pentacles, they share assets, you know, they share finances, you know, stuff like that. So for some of y'all, the Moon card being here, you can even become like an influencer. For some of y'all, you can even become famous due to a relationship with somebody. You having a relationship with somebody. Again, you and this person won't be married for some of y'all, but y'all will come off as being married, or y'all will come off. It's this energy where I'm getting some of y'all, you could be like in a non-traditional, it's not even non-traditional. Some of y'all just, you're not married, you know, but you're in a relationship with somebody. Y'all may stay together. Y'all may even have a family, may have kids together. Y'all may start posting with the Moon card to start even picking up attraction from other people, and they start seeing it. Some of y'all can even post like maybe your kid or something like that, and you got your whole family dynamic. And some of y'all may see you may see certain people, you may see certain people, for some of y'all, y'all may see certain people that may gravitate towards y'all. Another thing I'm seeing for some of y'all that wants to be famous, with the Moon card being here and the Two of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups and the Hierophant, for some of y'all can even talk about you being famous unexpectedly, different from your family. Like say your families are doctors or they do certain stuff. Some of y'all are going to become famous from a non-traditional way, something that's not traditional. So, you know, anything that has to do with like going to school, I'm getting something. Some of y'all may become famous for not doing something that does not involve school. Some of y'all can some of y'all can with the Two of Pentacles here, for some of y'all, I'm even getting that some of y'all could become famous or become wealthy or become rich with investing in stocks. For some of y'all are investing in stocks with the Moon card and Two of Pentacles. For some of y'all, you could unexpectedly invest in something, or you may unexpectedly purchase something. Some of y'all could be a home. You may unexpectedly buy a home or whatever, and a couple years later the home may go up and you may sell it, and that's going to really put some money in your pocket to be really fortunate. For some of y'all, I'm even getting this energy where you can invest your money into something you may not feel like. With the Moon card, it's unexpected. Like, I don't know, I'm getting like, you know how people was investing their money into stocks and everybody's talking about it and everybody's money was going up or certain stuff like that. I'm also seeing the PP loan out here for some of y'all, where you could, where the PP loan comes up. I'm not getting that it comes up, but you know how like the PP loan came up, and some people have the opportunity to do that, and whatever they invested their money in, they was able to really push themselves into a further direction. So some of y'all could be an opportunity with the Moon card. They may come up that may be hidden for y'all with the Hierophant card, because the Hierophant again could be like the government. It could be also like you know, like the government, you know, and shit like that, institution. So it could be like that too. So for some of y'all, I'm getting multiple messages. So take a resonate, leave it doesn't. So this is how some of y'all will become famous rich or wealthy. Some of y'all become wealthy while investing in something and unexpectedly blow up. You won't expect it. Some of y'all, something can unexpectedly blow up or go viral. Some of y'all, again, you may be in a relationship with somebody. Y'all may not even be married. Some of y'all could be. Some of y'all may not be married or whatever the case may be, but y'all may start picking up attraction from other people unexpectedly. Y'all may decide to start a channel, or y'all may decide to, I don't know, post yourselves, something like that. Something I'm even getting is not about what you know, it's who you know. For some, I'm literally getting this. So it's a lot of ways that y'all are going to become wealthy, famous, or rich. For some of y'all, I mean, it's not going to resonate with everybody, but this is what I'm seeing. Again, for some of y'all, you could become wealthy, famous, or rich from a non-traditional way, that's different from your family for some of y'all. And this could be hidden. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't. I am going to pull y'all some additional cards. Will my power won't be famous, rich, or wealthy, and how? Okay, I'm not taking all these. Okay, so we got changing location, move out of state. So some of you guys, order for you to be famous, wealthy, or rich, for some of you, you may literally have to move out of state. You may have to move to go towards certain things that's going to correlate with what you're doing. Some of you guys, if you have people that's not supporting you, go somewhere else where people are supporting. I'm getting go where you love, go where you appreciate it. Also getting that for some of y'all, you want to be a designer. For some of y'all, you want to be an actress, Hollywood, stuff like that. It's like putting yourself to be known in certain places, actually putting the dedication behind it. So some of y'all, or to become famous, wealthy, rich, you may have to move. For some of y'all, we got firm boundaries. For some of y'all, you may need to have firm boundaries. For some of y'all, for some of y'all, especially with the Two of Pentacles and the way the cards come up, for some of y'all, you do become famous, wealthy, or rich with them cards and the way the spread came out. For some of you, another thing in the firm boundaries being here, some of you guys on your process of starting to get money, because again, this is going to be a process. It's not going to just happen overnight for all of y'all. For some of y'all, it's going to be like stairs. You get into one step and now you're getting closer. Some of you guys, when you start making money, I'm getting that you're going to have to be really firm with telling your family no. For some of you guys, because some of you guys, you and your family may want help, or family friends with that 10 of Cups coming out. And you may have to tell them no in order to be able to invest. Not saying that you'll be able to do for them, but for some of you guys, you're going to have to do that, because that could even cause you to slow you down when you can get to the destination quicker. So that's something I'm seeing as well. So you will have to have firm boundaries. So on the way, not giving all your resources out or all your money out or stuff like that, saving it and investing in it. That's what I'm getting. So you have to have boundaries on spending it yourself as well. You don't take shit for no one. So you're not taking shit for no one, and you putting your foot down and you going after what you want, it's going to cause you to become famous, wealthy, and rich. You're not letting people silence you. Also, you making sure you know what your worth is. Another thing, because some of you may even come across something where somebody try to play you like you don't know what your worth is or whatever when it comes to paying you on something. So some of y'all keep that in mind, because some of y'all even getting where some of y'all may sign something, or may sign something over or something like that, or sign on something, and if you don't, you will probably gain way much more. So making sure you put your foot down, making sure people take you serious and not for a gimmick. We also got diligence. So be careful and mindful of what you put out. Make sure you're very detail oriented. Make sure you put your all into things, but don't let perfection get in the way of keeping you from putting it out there. We got versatile. Remember to switch things up. Never be the same. Continue to do different things. You are very creative, so you're able to do different things over time. We've also got upgrade. So upgrade and versatile being here, power one, that lets me know that order for you to become famous, wealthy, or rich, you have to be very versatile. Also, don't stay on one thing, because you doing something else could be your next upgrade. That's what I'm seeing here. So yeah, you somebody that's very creative. You switching something up could be your next upgrade. So don't get caught up on something because it's doing good and it's getting attraction or whatever. Make sure you're looking to upgrade that. Looking to add more to it, show more appreciation. We also got sporty. So for some of you guys, you may need to be in shape. For some of y'all, to become famous, wealthy, and rich. For some of y'all, you may need to be able to be very active, to move around a lot. For some of y'all, you maybe have to be also flexible when it comes to certain things. We got getting a gig. Yeah, so some of you guys, you're going to get a gig. You're going to get an opportunity, and it's going to open up a doorway for you to become famous, wealthy, or rich. Or some of you guys, you may even say, for instance, you about to sell a house. You get your first house bought. After you get your first house bought, money in the bank. Now you can go buy you a new house, get that done up. Now you getting now it's really flowing, you know. I'm also hearing if you could do it once, you can do it twice. And some of y'all, if you get a gig, you can get it again. You know, don't let that stop you once one door closed. So you also got blessing from others. So another yeah, some of you guys, you're going to receive blessing from other people. There are going to be people that support you in a way. So don't worry about who's not supporting you. There's going to be people that come along your journey that love you for who you are, and they will support you. We also got flexible. Yeah, so making sure that you're giving time to your creativity. Don't just be working your 9 to 5. Don't just be doing certain stuff because and not being flexible. If you don't be flexible, make time for the things that you want. You know, don't expect life to make time for you be famous, rich, or wealthy. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get that energy in there. We also got thick skin. So some of you guys, again, if you want to be famous, certain things are gonna be instilled in you. Some of y'all may have to have thick skin to be in the spotlight. Some of y'all, you may have to be thick skin by telling people no, stand on your boundaries. You know, you gotta be. I'm hearing all real names. No gimmicks. I ain't playing with your niggas at all. Some of y'all need to listen to Drake and Jay-Z Pound Cake. That's what's coming through for y'all. We also got getting back to yourself. Yeah, so some of you guys, in order for you to be famous, wealthy, or rich, you need to make sure that you're getting back to yourself. Don't be being down and out for too long. Don't be letting people turn you into people that you don't want to be. Don't turn into the person that you hate. We also got quick-witted, so can think quickly. So playing on the certain skills you have, you know you can think quickly. You know the certain things you could bring to the table. So play on the things, execute on the things. You know, play on the tools that you have. We got speak well. So some of y'all, you being very well educated, or you knowing certain information on certain topics, and you putting yourself out there. For some of you guys, I'm also getting another way that y'all are going to become famous, wealthy, or rich is by you not having license for something, but you still showcasing it anyways, and people still support you anyway. So if you're not licensed, but you know how to do something, find another way to put yourself out there. Find another way to reach that goal. We also got you inspiring me to do better for myself. So yeah, you're gonna inspire people. Some of you guys, you could be doing something that may inspire other people. Some of you guys, you can even become famous, wealthy, or rich by teaching other people something. So take a resonate, leave a dozen beautiful, bigger, and bolder. Till next time, thank you so much. If you find this reading resonate with you, hit the like button, comment down below, and if you're inquiring about personal readings, everything is listed down below in the description box. Until next time, bye. Love you. Also, if you're hearing the nails in the background, that's my heater. So we're gonna have to, you know. Okay, so let's get into it, babes. Okay, let's see. Part 2. Will you be rich, famous, or wealthy? And if so, how? Let's get into it. So first off, we got chatty, we got moving accordingly. So let's get into both of those, shall we? So with chatty, so for some of y'all, I'm getting that if there are certain people that are around you, or there's certain people that you come across and they have more than you, or they're in a position where you want to be and they have more to you, pay attention. I'm hearing you need to listen to people. For some of y'all, this is how you can become famous, wealthy, or rich, or this is going to be another way for some of y'all, or this is going to be what you're going to be doing on your process, or what you can do in your process in order to get there. For some, I'm hearing that listening to people, paying attention to paying attention to people. I'm not even getting for some of y'all purchasing certain things, you know, purchase to learn this or purchase to learn that. I'm not getting it. I'm literally just getting when there's certain people that have more than you, or they're successful, or they have certain things going on. Inquire about that, talk about that, ask questions. You know, I'm hearing for some of y'all asking questions from other people that may be in certain positions will be very helpful, because you'll get a lot of information, you'll get a lot of knowledge that may be able to help you get to the next step, or give you the clue to the next step you need to get there. Another thing I'm getting is, for some of you guys, is you being open about what you know how to do. You know, being open about your resources, being open about what you know how to do. Talk about it. You know, if you're a singer, say that, hey, I sing. Yeah, you know, I love to sing. Because you may not know that you're somebody that may be looking for a singer, or they may be looking for something else. So some of y'all, you need to be more vocal about what you can do. Be more vocal about your creativity by telling other people, showcasing other people as well. And also paying attention to people when they speak. Listen to the things that they say. Some people can be dropping knowledge or dropping bombs that you can use to elevate yourself to get to the next step, to get closer to that dream, to that goal, and you're not paying attention. You know, we also got moving accordingly. So for some of you guys, this is very important with this moving accordingly card here. For some of you guys, this is going to be your biggest downfall, or it can be, by moving accordingly. For some of y'all, order for you to be famous, order for you to be rich, order for you to be wealthy is moving accordingly. So if somebody's going against something that you don't agree, move accordingly by moving out of your way, respectfully. For some of you guys, if you decide to stay with someone that's not no good for you, that could be, that could get in the way of your success, make you, I'm not going to say it's going to stop you from getting there, but it could slow you down. That's what I say. For some of y'all, I'm even getting where it comes to deals. Some of y'all may come at a point in your life where you are getting to them places and it's getting closer and closer. There may be certain things that you come up where you have to move accordingly. People not knowing your worth, people not wanting to pay you your worth, people not wanting to, give you what you deserve or whatever. So moving accordingly and seeing certain things for what it is and taking things for the first time is really going to push y'all to getting closer to being famous, wealthy, rich. So that's very important, pile too. So let's get into this tarot. We got Ace of Cups in reverse for some. Oh, Ace of Cups in the upright, sorry. So the Ace of Cups in the upright. So another thing is that's going to cause you to be famous, wealthy, or rich. For some of you guys, it could be you getting into a new relationship for some of y'all. For some of y'all, you could for some of y'all, take this what resonate, leave what doesn't for some of y'all, because this is not going to resonate for everyone. But I just kind of got like a I don't know why this popped in my head, but I got like Ari and G Herbo. For some, I'm getting like an Ari G Herbo for some of y'all, where she got in a new relationship with G Herbo, and the person she got into a relationship ended up making it into the industry, or they ended up making it when it comes to the music or something like that. It don't even have to be music. It could be somebody going to act or somebody going to do this. Or for some of y'all, you could end up getting into a new relationship. Some of y'all, you being famous or wealthy or rich is going to come by y'all getting into a new, and it's Power 2. You may want to go watch Power 1, because I told Power 1 to come over here and watch y'all, and I didn't even do y'all yet. Power 1, I did Power 1 first, so I didn't do Power 2, and I told Power 1 to watch Power 2. Ain't that crazy? So for some of y'all with the Ace of Cups, for some of y'all, you could become famous, wealthy, or rich by getting into a new relationship with somebody. I'm not saying a new relationship for some of y'all, but the Ace of Cups, that usually talks about new. So some of y'all could be somebody that you meet, you may get into a new relationship with them. For some of y'all, they may have something going on for some of y'all, and it actually may end up blowing up for some of y'all, because we do see the water, and the water is overflowing in this cup. So y'all may actually meet somebody that may not be where they want to be yet, but they're going to get there, and you're going to be there when it kind of pop off. So that can instill to you, having some type of fan base for some of y'all. For some of y'all, that can instill, you having certain things. For some of y'all, I'm just seeing that you can become famous, wealthy, or rich by a relationship with some of y'all. The Ace of Cups, some of y'all, you may enter a relationship, a new romance, a new relationship with somebody that has more than enough to take care of you, where you won't have to work, or you won't have to do certain stuff, even if you're masculine. So take resonate, leave it doesn't. These messages are not going to resonate for everyone, but this is what I'm saying for starting off. Will my power to be wealthy, rich, or famous, and if so, how? Okay, we got the we got the Devil card and the Moon card being here, but we also got the Eight of Pentacles. So let's get into it. So some of you guys with this Eight of Pentacles, for some of you guys, is another reason that you could be famous, wealthy, or rich is because of being an entrepreneur. For some of y'all, you being an entrepreneur, or you have some type of expertise or some type of knowledge on something, you can actually build some type of foundation with that. Or some of y'all, you could be very skilled at something or have a lot of knowledge on something, and that can cause y'all to be famous, wealthy, or rich. For some of y'all, you could be very ambitious. You could be an entrepreneur, got your own gig going on, or something that you got going on. You can be a master at it. You can be very skilled at it, and it's going to bring a lot of it's going to bring you a lot of attraction for some of y'all. We also got attention to detail. Yes, so some of you guys, you are a master at something, or you're really good at doing something. Some of you guys, if you're an entrepreneur, whatever you do for a creative, whether it's selling clothes, whether it's makeup, whether it's, designing certain things, whatever it is, whatever you do for an entrepreneur, a lot of people like it. A lot of people like your expertise. Some of you guys, I'm also getting another, and yeah, for some of y'all, and with the Eight of Pentacles being here, and that's the Eight of Cups, some of you guys could give really good relationship advice. I'm getting like I'm getting like podcasts, but I'm getting like what's that podcast with I'm not even It's a Fresh and Fit. I don't watch them type of podcasts, but I be seeing them sometimes. So I don't know if Fresh and Fit is like that lovey-dovey podcast where they talk about men, women, and all of that, and love relationships. But I'm also getting like a B-side month for some of you guys. You can also start like a podcast or something, and a lot of people can feel like you give really great advice, or a lot of people can feel like you're an expert, or a lot of people can pay attention to what you're talking about as well. And you can end up building you some type of fan base or something like that, and it could cause you to become famous, wealthy, or rich for some of y'all, with this 8 of Cups and 8 of Pentacles being there. Yeah, especially with the Devil card and the Moon card. Yeah, for some of you guys with the Moon card, people can be with the Moon card, people within the Devil, yeah, some of you guys, people can be going through toxic. Oh, for some of y'all, you can even be somebody that could be a PR manager with the Devil card and the Moon card. You could be somebody that keeps people toxic ways or keep people toxic stuff. Yeah, with the 8 of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups. So for some of you guys, another way that you can become famous, wealthy, or rich for some of y'all is you can be like a PR team or something like that, or like a PR where you clear up people's personal image for some of y'all. With the Moon card, with the Devil card, like people doing toxic stuff or doing certain things they're supposed to be doing. In the Moon card, you keeping it concealed. With the 8 of Pentacles, you being really skilled to keep that concealed from the social media. With the Ace of Cups, it still keep them being loving and caring, and people still loving them, still viewing them in a certain light. So that's what I'm getting for some of y'all. So you can even become famous, wealthy, rich by being a PR or something like that. Some of y'all I'm even getting DJ. Take rest and leave a dozen for some of y'all. Okay, now we got the Queen of Cups. Some of y'all, I don't know why I'm getting with the 3 of Cups. I'm getting like a girl group or like a guy group for some of you. So some of y'all, you can even become famous or yeah, some of you guys, y'all could become famous, wealthy, or rich by a girl group or a guy group, or working on something with a collaboration with a group of people for some of y'all. Whether you can become famous, wealthy, or rich. So take a resonate, leave a dozen. With the Moon card being here, y'all can even become famous, wealthy, rich by vlogging for some of y'all. I'm even getting storytelling with the Moon card and the Devil card. Some of y'all could talk about, some of y'all could yeah, the Queen of Cups being here. Some of you guys, you can especially with 3 cups in reverse, because 3 cups to me, that means in reverse. Sometimes that means to me not friends. Sometimes you don't have a group of friends or friend list. Sometimes some of you guys, I'm getting with the Moon card and the Devil card here. You can even be somebody that tells stories or vlog, and you could tell stories. Oh, y'all, I'm getting multiple messages. Take a rest. This is not resonating for everybody. For some of y'all, I'm getting like them crime shows where like they would do like interviews or vlogs about, not interviews, but they would do like vlogs on crime shows, like crime and makeup, and they'll be doing their makeup and shit, and they'll be talking about certain mysteries or cases that was never solved with the Moon card and Devil card, certain things that wasn't solved or whatever. And you can be talking about certain like past serial killers or past crimes or past injustice for some of y'all, and that could cause you to be famous, wealthy, or rich. You speaking on certain things. With the Moon card and the Devil card for some of y'all, and the 8 of Pentacles, you can even become famous, wealthy, rich by bringing certain toxicity to light, not being able to speak on certain things, not being afraid to speak on certain shit. Like I'm getting, I don't know if y'all know who Jaguar Wright is, but she's basically somebody that speaks about people that things that they was doing behind closed doors in the industry. Now, what I heard was she was blackballed and she never got into the industry herself, so she started talking about everybody else, but she really wanted to be right there with them. Now, I don't know if that's true, but I'm just using that as an example. Some of y'all could just be like where you can speak on crime shows or something like that, review certain things. Some of y'all could be doing reviews on certain things. Again, like, you know, like I said before, the makeup and crime. That's just an example. It don't have to literally be that. For some of y'all, I'm just getting this. It's basically y'all bringing toxicity to light and speaking on it or whatever the case. With the Queen of Cups, could cause y'all to could cause y'all to be famous, wealthy, or rich. Shit, I'm sorry, y'all. I'll be looking at these cards, you know, make sure I don't forget no more messages. Okay, we got the 8 of Cups in here. Let's see what's coming out. 8 of Cups and what? Okay, we got the King of Pentacles. So for some of y'all, the King of Pentacles to me can also talk about a job, a business as well with the 8 of Cups. For some of you guys, if you're working for, this is not resonating for everybody, so I'm getting 2 things. So for some of y'all, if you working for a job and you know you don't want to work there, that's not your dream. I'm also getting that for some of you guys, or you could be feeling a lack of importance or disappointed. For some of you guys, if you do something, you're not feeling appreciated there. I'm getting to find something else that's coming through for some of y'all. You know, or you could be, some of y'all, you could even got into something and end up disappointing you or whatever. For a couple of y'all, so take what's leave it doesn't. That's coming through. But for some of y'all, this King of Pentacles being here, the Eight of Cups for some of y'all. If you somebody were like, say for instance, you a hairstylist and you work in a salon. For some of y'all, I'm getting it's time for you to start working for yourself. Start doing certain stuff to try to work for yourself. Like for instance, that's just an example. Like for if you say you work at a salon and you want your own clientele, I'm getting you can buy you a shed. You know, especially if you got your own house or own place, you can buy you a shed. You know. Make your own little studio in there and start having people come to there so you don't have to pay that booth fee or that fee every month. And now you're saving all your money going to your pockets instead of somebody else. You spending a little bit to gain much more. You know what I'm saying? So for some of y'all, can even be that. For some of y'all, you may need to invest money to get the same. Some of y'all, it could be where you could be spending more money out of your pocket, especially for ones that's entrepreneurs or something like that. You could be spending a lot of money coming out of your pocket to upkeep what you got when you could find another way that can have it solid for you. So some of y'all, if there's something like that, I'm sorry, I don't know how that's gonna resonate for y'all. Take a resonate. But if it's something like that where that resonate with y'all, where y'all could be doing something that y'all love to do, but you could be doing it under somebody else or working for somebody else or something like that. I'm getting that some of y'all, it's time for y'all to walk away and build your own empire. Start building on your own canvas, not off someone else's. For some of y'all, that's another thing that's gonna put you in a more successful place or a more wealthy place for some of y'all. But with the Queen of Pentacles for some of y'all, y'all definitely are going to be wealthy, because the King of Pentacles is somebody that's wealthy, got it like that. Somebody that has some of y'all with the Queen of Pentacles, somebody that is an empire as well. The Eight of Cups. So some of y'all, I'm also getting for some of y'all, you walk away from a relationship. For some of y'all, you could even become famous, wealthy, or rich by building an empire, building a business with someone. For some of y'all. So we have the Seven of Cups here. Yeah, see, was the Seven of Cups being here? Yeah, for some of you guys, again, I can't stress this enough. Seven of Cups can also talk about multiple possibilities. It can also talk about too many options. Sometimes it can also talk about being overwhelmed because of all the options you have, not knowing what to choose. But we got the Eight of Cups and the King of Pentacles being here, and the Seven of Cups. For some of you guys, if you walk away, again, if you can do something and you working under somebody else, but you can do it yourself, that could be another way you can make money off yourself, make money or become famous, wealthy, or rich. For some of y'all, I'm getting that same example. Some of y'all, you can do something, but you working under somebody else, and it's based with the Eight of Cups. It's time for you to leave. Yeah, for some of y'all, the Eight of Cups being here, it's time for you to not saying some of y'all, you don't have to just up and quit. I want to tell y'all just to up and quit or whatever. Of course, make sure you all your ducks lined in a row. But for some of y'all, I'm getting like you need to eventually walk away. With the King, when you walk away, it's going to put you in this King of Pentacles energy. It's going to cause you to become more successful. Or you going independent. Because the King of Pentacles can be somebody that's independent. They can be somebody that's faithful, but they can also be independent by themselves as well. So you being, yeah, some of you guys, the moment you decide to, with the King of Pentacles, some of y'all, the moment you decide to start working for yourself or doing something else that you are skilled at instead of up under somebody else, it's gonna put you in this King of Pentacles. With the Seven of Cups, it's gonna open up more doors, more options for you. So let's get some more messages. Let's see what else comes out. We got the Chariot. So some of you guys, you need to be more determined. Some of y'all, you need to have more self-discipline. If you're somebody where you procrastinate, you need to have more self-discipline on. You have the Eight of Cups for some of y'all, the Chariot card. Some of y'all, this Eight of Cups and the Chariot card, you can't be so quick to walk away from something when it gets hard. For some of y'all, you need to have the willpower to overcome the obstacle. For some of you guys, some of y'all with the King of Pentacles and the Seven of Cups, with the Eight of Cups being here in the Chariot and the King of Pentacles and the Seven of Cups and the Sun card, yeah, this is coming through, Power 2. Listen up, Power 2. This is coming through. This is what you need to hear. Order for you to become famous, wealthy, or rich. For the ones that's doing this, it's okay. I do it too, y'all. So don't be knocking yourself down. Both the Eight of Cups and the Chariot and the King of Pentacles and the Seven of Cups and the Sun card. For some of you guys, that the Eight of Cups can also talk about procrastinating to me, but also talk about walking away disappointed. For some of you guys, you can't walk away the first time something gets hard. You can't walk away the first time something gets disappointed. for some of y'all, or it's something disappoints y'all for some of y'all. For some of y'all, even getting procrastination. For some of y'all, this 8 of Cups, you can walk away when things are not going your way. For some of y'all, you can get disappointed because you're not getting your outcome and you don't really feel like overcoming the obstacle. You don't feel like really doing it. Some of you guys, it can even be certain stuff that you want to do. Or this 8 of Cups and the Cheer and the King of Cups and the 7 of Cups and the Sun card, the way these cards laying out. And we also got moving accordingly here. For some of y'all, that lets me know that some of y'all, you may have to do certain stuff that you don't want to do to become famous, wealthy, rich. Be happy. For some of y'all, for instance, the way I'm seeing this is like, for instance, say you at a job. You don't want to work at that job, but you also need the money. So with the Cherry and the way the cards is saying, 8 of Cups, don't walk away from this job. You know, have the discipline and determination to get this money, to overcome this obstacle. You want to overcome this obstacle, right? So this is how I'm looking at it. But the 8 of Cups, let's talk about not walking away. Don't walk away when the Chariot card. Don't walk away when things get harder. Don't walk away when you don't feel like doing something. You need to have the discipline. You know, you having the discipline is going to put you in this King of Pentacles energy to open up more possibilities for yourself. So some of y'all, you may have to do certain stuff you don't want to get to certain places you want to get to. With this 8 of Cups and the Chariot, to me, that talks about, you know, being determined to hang in or stick things out, knowing you want to walk away from it because you have because you want to be a King of Pentacles, because you want the 7 of Cups. You want to be stable. You want stable options. You want stable opportunities. Some of y'all must get in. If you do decide to walk away, make sure you got something else lined up with the King of Pentacles and the 7 of Cups. Yeah, we got the 7 of Wands in reverse. Yeah, you need to put your defenses down. You need to be a little bit more, this is for the ones who sometimes you got to do certain stuff you don't feel like doing to get to where you want to. Or we got the 3 of Cups. For some of you guys, in order for you to become famous, wealthy, rich, something you may have to tell with the 7 of Cups and certain stuff, when certain friends or family members or people trying to go out and trying to do something and say, hey, you want to come out here and do this? Y'all may have to turn that down for some of y'all. Sometimes you may have to turn fun down. So you can celebrate. I mean, so you can get your stuff together, you know. Not saying you can't have fun, but sometimes you may have to turn it down. But you also got 9 of Wands being here. So another way for you to become famous, wealthy, or rich is keep pushing forward. Not, again, any setbacks you got, don't just sit there. Don't just be in quicksand. Get back up, you know. When one door closes, go look for a new one. Okay, we got the 6 of Pentacles. And we got the 9 of Swords. And the 4 of Wands. Okay, for some of y'all, it's not going to resonate for everyone for some of y'all. But with the 6 of Pentacles and the 9 of Swords for some of y'all. And the 4 of Wands, this not going to resonate. Some of y'all can move really quick when it comes to relationships for some of y'all. You can start giving to people very quickly. You don't think about it, hesitating. Some of y'all can spend money as well. You don't think about it or how much you spend. You could just spend it. Even if some of y'all, I'm hearing spend that shit and get it right back. Some of y'all can spend money. You already know you're getting it right back. But some of y'all need to save that money to invest it in something as well. But the 9 of Wands being here and the 6 of Pentacles, 9 of Swords, or some of y'all, again, back to this 4 of Wands here. Because 4 of Wands, that can to me talk about marriage or happy relationship, happy family, romance, you know. Prosperity, you know, that's kind of what I talk about. But with the 9 of Swords and 6 of Pentacles and the 9 of Wands, for some of y'all, I'm even getting for some of y'all, you can even, if you do this, for some of y'all could sometimes get into relationships and you start giving impulsively, moving too quick, moving too fast, giving away your resources with people people you're in a relationship with. But see, now we got the Hierophant card being here. Yeah, okay, this is what I'm getting. So some of you guys, it's okay. I did this before too, so it's okay, you know. So take it and leave it does it. But some of you guys did, especially with this moving accordingly being here, this could be another reason of y'all or of things getting in the way. So some of you guys, so things getting in the way. We also got the 3 of Cups being here. Sometimes the 3 of Cups can also talk about reunions, people want to come together to have a reunion. For some of y'all, the 9 of Wands. For some of you, even getting some of you, when people coming from the past, I need to move on from them with the 9 of Wands. Some of you are constantly remaking up with somebody, on and off of somebody. We got the 7 of Cups being here. So some of you guys, this could even be you missing out on options, or you missing out on possibilities, or whatever, because with 7 of Cups can also talk about fantasy. So some of y'all, you could be missing out on certain opportunities by going back to somebody, by being on and off of somebody, by keep giving to a connection or giving to something that's not bringing you any type of celebration, that's not bringing any type of peace. Because Four of Wands does talk about peace, and it's in the reverse. So for some of y'all, you keep giving to something impulsively. Like some of y'all, it could be somebody where they come back, y'all get back together, or they get back in your grace, so you impulsively can just get to them. And this is holding you back for some of y'all. You could be missing out on certain opportunities, you know, missing out on certain things because of this. For some of y'all, it can even be y'all could get money. For some of y'all, you could spend that, because the Knight of Wands could talk about pushing forward. You know, it could talk about setback and then pushing forward after a setback. So some of y'all, again, you can get that money, be like, so get that shit and get it right back, you know. And I'm hearing that you need to save it to invest it. And then for some of y'all, I'm even getting where you can move too quick in relationships, because we got the hiring for card being here. So some of y'all, this is the storyline I'm getting. I'm gonna tell you what I'm getting power to. It's this energy where you go through something with somebody with the Knight of Wands. You know, you go through something. Some of y'all, the Knight of Wands and the Six of Pentacles, that even could talk about trauma bonding for some of y'all. With the energy drain, the Knight of Wands, for some of y'all, you could trauma bond with people, and that can also cause you getting away. Like for some of y'all, you could meet people, you fall for them very quickly. For some of y'all, it can even be because of trauma bond. Y'all can fall for people very quickly due to trauma bond. For some of y'all, you can get to them very quickly. Whole time with the Four of Wands, it's not really a serious connection, or it's not a serious relationship, or this is somebody that's not looking for something long-term. With the Four of Wands, and somebody that's not looking for something long-term, but you're giving a lot of your resources away very impulsively, very quickly, because we got the Hierophant card right behind the Four of Wands. The Hierophant talks about marriage. It also talks about long-term relationship stability. So some of y'all, you can see somebody or you can fall in love very quickly, or you can start giving to people very quickly without hesitation, without thinking about it. This can even be people that you may not know are not looking for something long-term. And you're looking for something long-term, so you're giving this to them very impulsively for some of y'all, and it could come back to bite you in the butt at the end. See, we got the Five of Pentacles. See, I just pulled the right behind the Hierophant card to damn Five of Pentacles. This person can walk away from you. Some of y'all can even be people using you, walking away from you, leaving you left out on the cold, struggling, or some of y'all can even be this energy for some of y'all where you can be take words and they leave a dozen. For some of y'all, could be this energy where you can even go out with your friends. For some of y'all, and you say, oh, I got it, or whatever the case may be. So yeah, this is what I'm getting. So I have to clear a storage with the Hierophant card and the Five of Pentacles being behind to it. That can even talk about y'all being there for motherfuckers and shit, spending your money on them freely. But then when it comes to you, they don't spend the same money back. They're not so. Yeah, so some of you guys, if you're so quick to give your resources out to people, make sure that the people you're giving it to is the same people that's celebrating you, the same people that's doing the same shit for you. Because we got the King of Pentacles and the Three of Cups. To me, when I see the King of Pentacles after the Three of Cups, that could let me know somebody that's big balling. Now they about to hang out with their friends and shit. And then as soon as they go through something with the as soon as they going through something with the Knight of Wands. All right, y'all. We also got, so with the moving accordingly card being out here, that sums it all up, pile two for y'all reading. So y'all need to, keep that in mind. The people that you be quick to do stuff for and give stuff to, make sure they're there for you when you going through stuff with the Knight of Wands for some of y'all, and you gotta keep pushing the forward. Because some of y'all, you can be going through stuff by yourself, but then when you up, you be spinning that shit with everybody, or when you up, you be giving to everybody. But then with the Knight of Wands and the Six of Pentacles and Nine of Swords, who be quick to give to you power too when you going through stuff. So y'all need to pay attention to that, because the Five of Pentacles talk about somebody leaving you out in the cold, you having lack of resources, and somebody leaving you out in the cold, hardship, be going through shit. Y'all gotta make sure that the people around y'all, that could be another reason that's gonna hold y'all back too. You having certain people around you, you're not moving accordingly, and since the divine God, they about to set you up for people just to take you. You know what I'm saying? So y'all gotta be mindful, of what you bring. Yeah, we got the Hermit card being in the upright. Don't be so quick to tell people what you got going on. Keep certain stuff to yourself as well. So this is what I'm seeing for you, pile two. Peace, love, and light, beautiful, big and both. Bye.